with armor upgrade slots to install an integrated weapon. Installing or removing or replacing a suit of armor takes 10 minutes, as if it were an armor upgrade.
Nice.
We are live, gentlemen.
What does it cost?
Oh,
Hello.
hello. We're live to us.
We are alive.
Oh, how dare you?
Let me see. I've got this Twitch app open. Maybe I got to install it because I didn't have it open. Then I've got to log into it. I got to try and remember my login.
You got a new computer?
Yeah, I picked up a new computer a couple of weeks ago.
Like new to you or new?
No, new. We don't buy used computers. I picked up a sweet little rig with a Intel i7 10th gen chip and a RTX 2060 Super.
Yeah. Right now you can run Minecraft RTX now.
I can run everything RCraft. I can run anything RTX now, which would be cool. I haven't bothered, but
yeah, you got Quake 2 RTX too. That's pretty neat.
Let's see if I can recall this password. That's the other thing, though. I've got to put in all my passwords again.
Yeah, passwords suck. That's why I use password.
Really, depending on how many innovation costs, I get a little bit of money or no money at all.
Oh, LastPass. That's what I use because I'm lazy.
Let's see. I don't remember my password for Twitch. Maybe I'm using the wrong username. Oh, that was it. Okay. Then I got to find my authenticator app.
Yeah, honestly, I was really sad the day that when my Blizzard authenticator ran out of batteries.
Oh yeah.
Because I love that thing, man. I got it for like
I don't have a Twitch.
I got the like Cataclysm, the WoW Cataclysm authenticator.
Oh yeah, I have one. I have one
work
too.
from WoW.
I have it. My wife's works.
Yeah, the battery ran out though. It was like when Cataclysm was getting ready to launch, and they offered you like a free like little pet or something with it.
Yeah, I did that too.
But I was like, okay, it's like $3, no big deal. And then like the battery died like honestly like last year, and I was like, oh well, oh well, I guess I have to use my phone now.
Right.
I kind of liked having that on my phone, on my keychain. Hardware authenticators are awesome.
All right, I got that thing working. Let's see. There's Nova the Hero. It's intended for mature audiences. Let's say yes.
That's just so I don't like get in trouble at work.
Yeah, when one of us swears accidentally and says "fuck," I mean,
that's right.
Exactly.
It's because nobody from my school should be like watching this because
that's exactly. They should be in bed.
Right.
They should not be watching this because this is for adults.
They should be asleep, tucked in their beds.
All right, so we're not going to have Scrove tonight, unfortunately. He is not feeling well. Our little Raxolite friend is in the captain's quarters, blowing sap and pollen, and so
he's budding.
Yep.
So we will make do without him for today. Oh hell! I should have something that says what we're doing today, right? What do you guys remember? Do you guys remember what happened last time?
Didn't we like win or something?
You won, yes.
Yes.
You survived.
We won Starfinder. We done all the things on from the university. We
you recovered a set of theorized coordinates.
Yes.
For a meteor, not a meteor, a comet that was named the Prodigal Stone. These coordinates were calculated by a Professor Galchek from Uds on the planet of Ilimchuva.
Yes. And then we were attacked by the swarm.
Yes, because they wanted that data too.
And swarm people are bad.
The swarm is bad.
Figured into my question.
And we escaped the planet, and we went back to the other planet, right?
Right. You went back to horrible with names sometimes. but it was in the Susquehanna system, and that's what's important because you went back and reported to your Susquehanna Defense Force leaders that you had found this, and they recommended you chased after the comet, and recommended that you take a new ship instead of the one you had. I think Michael's going to be away from just a moment.
Oh, I'm not. I'm good. I just muted.
Oh, okay.
I updated the overlay.
That was a dad.
No. I updated the overlay as well.
Did you get an answer to my question, by the way?
The question was...
integrated weapon cost anymore?
It doesn't look like they cost anymore. It looks like they cost what they cost. They can be integrated into armor slots, because it doesn't look like it. I mean, is there something where you can add this special property of integrated to any particular piece of armor, or is it just
it goes to the weapon itself? By the way, weapons come with it, I believe.
Okay. There is a weapon accessories.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, basically, we found one that had an integrated weapon with it. So, I was wondering if that cost me more if I should apply the normal amount of gold or credits.
I didn't realize it costed more money to get an integrated weapon. I thought you just snap it in.
My question is, does it cost me more by level? Is it more expensive to create one or something like that? I don't know.
If the weapon doesn't come with the integrated property...
It did come with it when we found it in the armor.
Okay, I mean, if it has the integrated property, it has the integrated property. It costs what it costs.
Okay.
And to equip it onto your gear, to install it on your armor, is 10 minutes. I mean...
Yeah, 2 slots, I believe, for this one.
Yeah, if it says it takes 2, then it takes 2. A lot of heavy armor has 2 slots or more, so that shouldn't be a problem.
I think rather 5.
You're like a Mandalorian with a flamethrower on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of what's the weapon?
Shock projector. Remember?
Shock projector.
Okay. Shout projector.
Shout projector. Yeah. Okay. So it's a sound gun. It's a fart gun on his armor. Got it. Okay.
I have a whole 536 below warp level. I was pretty close.
Alrighty. And so you came back and you talked about leaving to chase down this comet. You probably feel you need to get there expeditiously, but if you voice those concerns, your commander Najiri says, but you recovered the drives before the swarm could obtain the data, and you did not let any of the mind stealers attack anyone, so you should have the data and quite a lead we should have quite a lead on the swarm on this one. I would recommend judicious use of caution over speed, but efficiency in all matters. You did return to Utranus, which is where you were given the use of the SDF 127.
Yes,
127, right. the bug-like transport.
Right.
Heavy freighter. And I believe that I have a copy of that for you. The defensive carrier in your journal, if you wanted to look at that.
Yeah, it's our
it
fighting
doesn't
tortoise.
Have a name yet. Did you say fighting tortoise?
Yeah.
I like that name, actually. We'll go with that. The fighting tortoise. That is a good name for a defensive carrier, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So that guy's there. Make sure when we update the pilot, you update your piloting ranks so that you get appropriate armor class and target lock for this vessel. It does come with 100 shields, which isn't bad. It's got 25 in each quadrant. It has a mining laser out the nose along with a plasma cannon in the forward arc. Both your port and starboard arcs contain a heavy laser cannon, but there are no rear or turret weapons on this vehicle. It does have 6 large cargo holds as well as 2 sets of escape pods should that become necessary. It does typically have accept a larger crew, and as such, 2 other members of the SDF have been assigned to your mission. You have an engineer named. Did they put them here? Or do I got to open the other book? I probably need to open the other book.
Jimmy.
Well, no, it's not Jimmy. It was the
Jeffrey.
Oh, was it? It was oh, you stupid. Anyway, I'll just open the other book because I've got it right here.
It was Frank.
They had specific names. They gave them names.
Oh.
One of them you've actually dealt with before. They were the let's see. The SDF quartermaster, Jankser, and a reserve soldier named Mose. M-O-S-E.
Ooh,
So
Mose.
Jankser and Mose. And Mose is assigned as an extra gunner to the ship. And Jankser has signed on as an extra engineer. Dwight's cousins, yeah.
Yeah. Mose before hose.
And that takes us. That pretty much catches us up. You got done with whatever shopping you needed to do at Utranus. You had a pretty hefty slush fund from the SDF to make sure you had a full complement of gear for this next mission, i.e. I allowed you all to buy up to your max wealth by character level at this point, which I believe was 23,000 credits. So that should equalize the gear if you took the opportunity to do that. And then you took off into the drift following the coordinates from Professor Galchek.
By the way, did you say to put in the pilot rank somewhere?
Did I what?
Did you say to put my pilot rank score somewhere?
Yeah, in the sheet of the ship. If you look in your journal, there's a sheet for the SDF 127 defensive carrier.
I don't have access to edit it.
Oh, do I? I probably need to make this editable by all players. There you go. Everyone should be able to change that thing now. Which means be courteous and allow others to change stuff.
Yeah, don't break
you
the
don't
toys.
Need to change anything in there. Yeah, don't break the toys. I can fix all the toys, but I'm pretty sure I have another copy of that in the actual Starships tab. Let me check. No, for some reason I'm an idiot and did not make a copy. Well,
oops.
We'll fix that right now. Create duplicate. Save changes. Done. All right. Now I've got a copy. It does have your pilot ranks in there, but that's easy enough for me to change. So not a big deal. So you blasted off from Utranus. You set the coordinates. You spent a few days in drift travel, and you reached your destination without incident. And as the pink-purple haze of the drift slid away as you transitioned to the material plane, the vast emptiness of space stretched out from you in all directions. You saw no stars, no planets, nothing in close proximity. Your first cursory scan of the surrounding area showed no signs of the comet or much of anything else. But then you performed some more specific scans and considered the mystical nature of the comet, also known as the Forever Reliquary, and the fact that it is a site blessed by a god. This allowed you to do some more thorough checks, and you managed to find a slight detectable trail left by the comet, and it allowed you to begin tracking it. So for this first day, I will need a computer's check for you to track the comet. And yes, we will be tracking how many times this check is failed, because that will affect things.
Yay!
So Adjutant's running the computers. Adjutant is pretty good at this, and the first day you follow the trail and you have no issues. Things seem to be going good. And then the next day,
another one.
We'll need another one. We need a computer's check every day. Unfortunately, on the second day, you lose the trail, and you're forced to return back along your track. And all of this is via your sub-drift engines, your conventional engines. So it's not real fast, but I mean, you are traveling through space. It's vacuum.
Yeah.
You're moving at a good speed, but at some point you lost the trail the second day, and you were forced to double back and pick it up where you last left it. And I will need a check for the next day. There you go. That's a good.
Better.
That's better. You managed to get back on track and follow it. Unfortunately, as the day is ending, as you're getting towards the end of your day, you notice a problem. It seems that the path of the comet leads you directly through an immense meteoroid storm.
Oh no!
It seems that it's the region is large enough that it would be inconvenient to actually go around, taking as much as 7 days to travel around it. But that is an option.
Hell no, we got the swarm on our butt.
Nah, I got this.
All right.
I trust our pilot.
Pilot says you've got it. You do have the swarm to contend with, though it's not, efficiency was the order of the order, right? So you grab, Adjutant grabs hold of the scanners and begins sweeping over this meteor storm, and finds a place where you can pass through the storm as quickly as possible. He does, or the Adjutant believes that it will take, it's going to be less than a minute, Captain, but it's going to be a significant amount of time. So you square up the SDF-127, the fighting tortoise as it was, and you prepare and you take off into the meteor storm. All right, now this is going to take a number of rounds, and it's going to kind of be like Starship Combat, but that's just so we get everybody's actions. There is no other ship that you're fighting, so...
Can we shoot at meteors to try to...
There will be a gunnery phase. We'll get to this.
Goody.
All right, so...
Just tell me where to shoot!
Alder calls out, all crew, take your positions! And everyone takes their positions. So who do we have in what roles? We've got Jankser as an engineer, and Mose puts himself in a gunnery console. Adjutant's running science officer.
I guess I'll just rock a gunner.
We got Stelly on a gun.
Who's our pilot? Was that Erebus?
Erebus is in the pilot seat. I assume that Momo's probably on a gun.
Oh yeah, that's not much else that Momo's good at.
Yeah. And we've got Tari, who can probably take on the the magical officer. Is that?
Yeah.
I think you were doing that before.
Yeah.
You're going to find that the magical officer and the science officer pretty much getting the same stuff. So there's an option for the science officer to can do balance action for shields as normal, but can also do a scan to predict meteor movements. And I think the magic officer has an ability, an action that allows them to kind of read the magical forces and get an idea, and they can give the pilots or the gunners a bonus, right?
Yeah.
You'll basically still be able to do that. I'll use the DC they have here for the science officer and provide the same circumstances, sense bonus to one or the other. And we'll do that during the pilot phase. So in the first engineering phase, there's not much to do. You haven't taken any hits yet. You're just about to enter the field. So we'll skip that engineering phase. And Alder's the captain. I will, let's see, I think his encourage, I think he can encourage pretty much automatically. What is his diplomacy is +7, and I believe he can add a D6 to that, right?
Yep.
Let's see, I'm just going to roll his diplomacy. Yeah, he automatically adds a D6. So at +7, +8 minimum, he's going to roll. I mean, he could fail to meet the 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could fail a 15. So he could do encourage checks each round. We'll see how things go and see if we'll take this first round. He encouraged Erebus, the pilot, this round. And I guess and then
+19.
What's that?
Not a +7, it's a +19.
+19. Oh, he's got 7 ranks. Excuse me. I read. It's been a while since I've actually read my own character sheet.
Yeah. He's taking a 1 for every roll then.
Yeah, he's taking he can automatically encourage. So he'll encourage, which is a +2 to your check. So he'll encourage Erebus in this first round. And then we move into the
Did you want a science officer to check for helping there?
Well, I'm thinking of what the rounds are. There's the engineering phase. Then there's the pilot phase. Is that what it's called? I don't remember exactly.
Science officer and pilotary are both phase 2.
Yeah, it's the pilot. It's the. I don't think they call it the pilot phase. What is it called?
Helm phase.
Helm phase. That's what it was. Helm phase, where you do piloting and science officer and magic officer stuff. So if the science officer and magic officer want to predict the meteor movements. You can either give a bonus to the pilot or a bonus to gunners. Basically, what's going to happen is our pilot is going to make a piloting check at the beginning at the helm phase, and when they, based on their piloting check, that's going to determine how many meteoroids are crossing the path of the ship.
Oh, good lord.
If there are however many meteors across the path of the ship, the gunners will have an opportunity to shoot them before they collide with the vessel. If they collide with the vessel, they will do damage. So the higher the pilot rolls, the less meteoroids that approach. If the gunner has a bonus, the better chance they have to shoot down the meteoroid. So there we go. With that knowledge, the gunners will want to have the sheet open so that you can see the weapon, so you can fire the weapon.
Does it matter what weapon we have?
I think all of your tokens here on this front sheet on the squad roster should actually act as tokens. I think they're all on the proper layer, so you guys can activate them and use your character sheets.
Oh.
Cool. I'll grab the starship and throw it up here real quick so you can grab that and you have the actions listed right above you. I did not put a link in here. I should put a link in here real quick. Let me modify the character sheet real quick so that the weapons are properly labeled. So that, that way you guys know what you're shooting. 3.1 is the mining laser. Check. This is I believe it's just called a heavy laser cannon. Uh-oh, something happened here. I don't like it when it does that. All right, and this is the... You guys hearing me click away at the keyboard?
Indeed.
Yep.
All right, let's see. We don't have any after turret guns. We're going to add another forward gun, which would be 3.2. To get the order right, 3.2 plasma cannon, I believe is what that is. Show as token action, click off, click on. Mining laser, plasma cannon, good. I think that's all the weapons. Beautiful. All right. So, if our science and magic officers want to make their checks and determine and state who their checks are going to, then we'll be done with the helm. And then we can get the pilot to roll as the piloting check, and then we'll be done with the helm phase of round 1. We should be able to go through this.
Oh, don't I need a pawn on here to?
Well, click on the ship.
Yeah.
Click on what you want to do for, I guess, the science action. I don't have a magic officer actions on here.
I'm thinking about the gunnery phase.
At the gunnery phase, you'll click on the ship, and then you click whichever weapon you're firing.
Mm-hmm.
Up at the top, I've got the mining laser, the plasma cannon, the port and starboard heavy laser cannons, and that's all the weapons it has. And then it'll ask you to target some things, namely yourself and your ship, and then answer a couple of questions, and it'll do a roll.
Yeah, but don't I need a pawn so I can target myself?
Yeah, you're right there. Big old Momo.
Oh, I can click on that?
Yeah, if you guys click on those, I made those tokens. You guys can actually move them around, but I'd prefer you don't, because I didn't tell you were tokens because I didn't want you moving them around.
I see. Now it makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, there's your character, just like
I didn't realize those were tokens.
I made them tokens.
Part of the image. That's very good.
Some weeks ago, I don't remember when. But
it's okay, Momo. You're the token skidder.
Very good.
Token Skittermander.
now I know anytime I want to mess with Phil's OCD, I just have to start moving my token around.
Exactly. You're screwing it all up. All right. So I believe Adjutant, is that 20? Is that your computer's check for this round?
Yeah, that was for round 1.
Yeah, no. You try to predict the movements of the asteroids, but you find that it's very complex, and you don't get any useful data this round. Adjutant, or Tari, you want to look up I think I have a magic officer action in the starship sheet, don't I?
Deal.
I think I added those in under. There's a magic officer button. I can probably even create a action link for that. We'll make it 2.3. So we got here 2.3 magic actions. So I got science actions and magic actions. And then let's see if I look under here. Of grab this, Control C, Control V, change this to magic actions. Should be the name, and we'll see if that works. Show as token action. All right, if you click off the ship and click back on the ship, you should see the magic actions button. Give that a whirl and see if that works for me. Choose target acting character, should be Tari. Own starship, should be there. Oh, there's no other starship to click on. Just click on your own starship again.
Okay.
Computer bonus, no. This ship has no computer bonuses anyway. No modifiers to submit. And then...
Next scrying, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, it would be the scrying action, I believe. Which is based on your own ship, or is it based on... I don't remember. Let me break out the
again. It's based on their stuff, usually.
It doesn't really matter because it is based on their stuff, but in this case, I have a DC that you're targeting.
Oh, okay.
So roll, and who is getting your bonus? Are you providing knowledge to the gunners or the pilot? A gunner or the pilot?
Pilot, I'd say.
Pilot. All right, Erebus, you have a +4 bonus to your piloting check for this round. Go ahead and give me a piloting check to navigate these asteroids. And I would just run the pilot actions.
Fly?
Fly. No, because that's not going to give you a roll. Let's see. I didn't choose the right person. Let's see. Pilot actions. Let me see which one. Acting character is Erebus. Own starship. Initiative. Fly. Maneuver. Stunt full power. Let's see. Because I don't think, fly is an automatic success. So probably to get a roll, I would use maneuver, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I got a +4. Right?
Right, a modifier of +4, and that should, that'll work. You rolled a 41, I rolled a 38. We'll take the average and call it 41. I'm kidding. We're not going to take an average. Just going to use your 41. And you don't actually have a DC, but I have a table. And based on your result, you managed to avoid all the meteors. That
sucks, dude. I wanted to shoot things.
Yeah, the gunners are shooting at stray meteors, but there's none in your path, so it's not critical. We'll go on to round 2. No engineering needs to be done. Piloting round again. Adjutant gets the computers online. And where's that +2 going, Adjutant?
I was going to give it to the pilot.
Pilot. Alder also gives a +2 to the pilot. So Erebus is at +4 again. And Tari, with your precognition.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nice one, Eagle. Minesweeper, good game in an asteroid field.
There you go.
Field.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I guess that Stelly is just kind of like just chilling in the gunner seat, just like.
Well, unless meteors cross your path, I mean, he could have a really bad piloting roll and end up with.
We're playing asteroids.
It's possible.
Almost actively targeting and shooting at asteroids, even when he doesn't need to.
Yeah, but we're playing asteroids though. Get it?
Tari, did you want to do a magic officer action?
More scanny, I think, right?
Yeah, more scrying. See if who will you be applying this bonus to? The pilot or a gunner?
Let's go with the gunner, actually.
Okay, which gunner would you like to apply it to if you succeed?
I forget who was on guns, but I think I'm going to go with Momo then. I don't know.
All right, Momo, if he succeeds, he feeds data to your weapons console. And we just need your results.
to take the right things.
I mean, we're not technically using there's no starship computers, so there's no bonus to your mysticism check, so you could just roll a straight mysticism.
Fair.
But you succeed. Momo, you get a +2 if you have to shoot down any meteorite.
Cool.
All right, Erebus, you have a total of +4 to pilot through this meteoroid field. Ooh, ow. Gunners, get ready. 6 meteoroids cross the path of the ship. You currently have 3 gunners and 4 guns. If anyone wants to shoot at will, you may. Don't forget it's a -4 penalty.
Which gun am I supposed to shoot?
I don't know. Which gun do you want to shoot? You guys need to decide which guns you're shooting.
I want plasma cannon.
Mose will shoot whatever. He'll shoot just a heavy, one of the heavy laser cannons out one of the sides.
All
right.
And I guess, Momo, that puts you on the other one, right?
Yeah, sure. I can be on the other one. And what about the mining laser?
Oh, shit. I guess I'll do that then.
There is a mining laser. If someone wants to shoot 2 weapons, that's why I called out shoot at will. That gives you a -4 to each attack. But with Momo's +2,
that's what I was
shoot
thinking.
At will. I think shoot at will allows you to shoot any weapon.
Yeah.
On the ship. Any 2 weapons.
I don't know how arcs are going to matter for this. So could I shoot both the mining laser and the starboard heavy laser cannon?
Absolutely.
All right, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
Again, taking a -4. I don't think I have that worked in on the character sheet.
Yeah, they said you fire 2 of them regardless of their arc. So.
Yeah. Real quick, Phil, does that +2 only applies to the first of those 2? Correct.
I'm thinking about that right now. It is a circumstance bonus to the gunner's next check. So 1 check for your first check.
Which of the 2 is more powerful? I assume the heavy laser cannon.
Well, you can see. All you got to do is look at the sheet.
Then I'd have to look at the sheet.
Yeah, it's so the mining cannon does 2d6 damage, whereas the heavy lasers do 4d8.
All right, I'll put the +2 then.
The
on
plasma
the
cannon does 5d12.
Cool.
As a thought for how powerful that plasma cannon is. Gunner actions: fire at will. You fire any 2 starship weapons, regardless of arc. Each attack is made at -4.
Also, just so I know for future reference.
Yeah.
What is that? Why did you roll? Oh. Did you click?
Stella rolled Momo's mining laser.
My bad. That's for me.
Oh, that's because we switched our tokens.
You did. You switched your tokens. You grabbed the wrong one.
Oops. My bad.
You guys screwed yourself up on this one, but provided. I mean, that's what's Stelly's bonus to attack?
It's a
Plus
soldier.
11 sounds right.
I'm a soldier, so whatever the normal thing is.
Well, we can just say that was that could be my mining laser one. I was going to use the +2 on the starboard, so would a 23 hit?
A 23 will still hit, and 7 points of damage will destroy that meteoroid.
Well, that was my roll, though.
That is your roll.
Yes,
Do you want to use them? Did you want to use the mining laser, Stelly?
I thought you were using the plasma cannon.
No, I decided to go with the mining laser.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So Stelly fires. So now you've got the plasma cannon to fire too.
Yeah, you got
decisions.
All right, then I will go ahead and click on myself.
Steal my gun, dude? Jeez.
Yes, I'm stealing your gun. And using the plasma cannon, no computer bone. Modifier is a -2 because I'm using the bonus from Tari.
Yep.
And that is a 12.
A 12, however, will not hit. That meteor gets through.
Oh, nuts. All right, let me shoot the starboard heavy laser cannon. All right. I should have had you do all my attacks.
Indeed.
And this is at a -4.
You can still hit it.
17.
17. That laser passed really close to that meteoroid, but it still got through. Mose takes a shot, and he will not be using. He's not going to fire anything special. He's grabbing. You grabbed the.
We're gonna die.
It doesn't matter, Porter heavy. So
yeah,
starboard for 1. He also misses. So that is
thanks, Obama.
5.
We get hit by
5 meteoroids slam into the ship, and that is going to do a total of. Let's see. So it's 3d4 for each meteoroid.
We have
so here's the first one. Does 6, and we'll start with the forward shields.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just work our way around. So forward, and then this one hits the port shields, doing 9. This one hits the aft shields, doing 4. Starboard shields, doing 10. And back on the forward shields, doing another 9. So you've still got shields up. Make sure we track that.
That wasn't shit.
Well, it's only 3d4. Your maximum is 12.
We just should Leroy it in there, man. Just say F it.
How big is our how tough are our shields per arc?
You've got 25 on each quadrant.
Okay.
I don't know who wants to take care of the shields. I mean, you've got Janxer on engineering. If you want, I can control them. I can do the math.
Sure. We should Leroy this, man.
All right, so we lost 15 on the forward, so that's down to 10. We lost 9 over here, so that's down to 16. 4 on the rear leaves that at 21. 10 on the port leaves that at 15. And that's the end of the second round. Nothing's broken. Engineer doesn't really need to do anything. They can take the divert action. So Janxer says, you guys need some help with the guns.
I just missed a little bit. I'll do better next time.
He successfully diverts to the guns, rerouting power, causing all of your 1s to be 2s for damage. Hopefully you hit this time. That takes us to the helm phase. Alder says, you gunners need some help. Momo, fire better. And so he is going to provide a bonus to Momo of +2 for his gunnery check. Adjutant fails to track the meteoroids properly and does not provide any bonus to Erebus. Tari, what about the magic officer? How's that going to work out?
We'll try to get bonus to Erebus, actually. That you didn't see that.
Charisma check -2. Wow.
That was a misclick.
That's definitely a misclick. We don't want a charisma check.
Criticism. There we go.
23. Unfortunately, there is some interference in the mystical airways, and you are unable to track anything specifically this round. All right, you're going into this all on your own, Erebus. No modifiers this time.
Better than a 2.
Not much. That's a 6. Unfortunately, there are 6 meteoroids cruising in towards the ship. Let's blow them out of the sky, folks.
All right. All right, let's see here. All right. All right, I'll go first. I'll shoot the plasma cannon with a. I got a.
You have a +2 from Alder.
Yes. Okay. Right. So this will be. How many meteors did you say it was again, Phil?
There are 6 coming at you.
6 again. Right. Okay. Then I'm going to. I just rolled really terrible last time, so I'm going to still do the full. The fire at will.
All right, Stella, your mighty laser misses. The plasma cannon misses.
That's a 6.
You're fired.
Well, you missed 2.
It's by more.
Starboard heavy laser cannon. At a -4. This is a 50-50 shot right here. I must. God damn it. Come on, other guy.
Fortunately, Mose gets a solid hit. You hear him cheer, "Yeah, I got one!"
Don't get cocky, kid.
Other meteoroids collide with the ship. We'll do this again. Last meteoroid hit the forward, so we'll start on the starboard. So here's starboard hull. Takes 7. Well, starboard shields. Aft shields, 5. Port shield 6, forward shield 6, and the starboard shields take another 9. So 16 off of the starboard shields. Fortunately, that does not cross through the shield barrier. The last of that is destroyed. The hull does not take any specific damage from that one. We're down to 16 on the aft. We're down to 9 on port. And forward is down to 4 shield points. As we go into round 4. Round 4, Jankster says, "I better get some more shield power up. Looks like you guys are missing those asteroids too much." So
sorry.
Jankster's going to divert those. Going to divert power to the shields. Oh, successfully. 10 shield points added as desired. We're going to put all 10 of those shield points into starboard. Science officer, we're going to the helm phase. Science officer, you can balance shields if you want. You currently have 39 total shield points, which could balance and basically put 10 in 3 and 9 in 1. So basically you move 6 shields, 6 or 7 shields. You can move it around if you wanted to balance.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Give that a shot.
All right, you successfully balanced the shields. I think, what is the DC for balancing shields? I don't think it's very high. It's like ship plus 1.5 or something. I'm looking in the book, which means I'll have to change the actual value there because I don't have the updated book.
I have a file here I'm pulling up.
Yep, it's balanced. It says DC 15 plus 2 times, so it's probably 1.5 times.
Yeah, it's 10 plus 1.5 times.
All right, so that's going to be less than 30.
What's the ship tier?
Ship tier is 7, so you're looking at a
DC 20.
10, so DC 20. So yeah, you succeed. You balance the shields. We'll put 10 on the front, 10 on the port and starboard, and we'll leave it at 9 on the rear.
Yeah, good.
And then we've got Alder has a thought that maybe it's better if the pilot just does better. And so Alder encourages Erebus instead of a gunner. So +2 to the pilot. Tari, what do you want to do this round?
Scrying for pilot bonus.
All right.
I don't want to do that. All right.
Unfortunately, you're not doing very well either. All right, Erebus, you have a +2 to your piloting check this round. That's a good roll. Only one. I take it back. 2 meteoroids cross the path of the ship instead of 6. And that's up to the gunners to deal with. We have 2 meteoroids. Fire away. You guys might be able to shoot them.
I'll back you up.
That mining laser, Stelly, is really, really stressful to use because it has such a short range. You got to wait for the meteoroid to get really close to the ship.
That's cool. It just means we're just making some we're doing some asteroid mining while we're here.
Right.
So do we get like bulk of like no qual and stuff out of this?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
That might be cool. What this is going to do is decide how much damage your ship takes, how much work you have to do to repair it.
We don't have to do any work.
But you guys can go ahead and fire away.
All right, fine.
Unless you want Moses to fire first.
No way.
All right. Moses will wait. I actually set up some buttons on my hotbar to roll for them. Hey, there you go. You managed to hit the asteroid right before it hits the ship, and it splits it in half and it sails around it. One asteroid remaining, and Momo takes it out with the plasma cannon. No asteroids this round. We move on to round 5. Engineering phase. Jankster says, "Hey, good job. I'm going to add some more shields."
Don't worry about it. I think I've figured these new guns out.
Let's see. We've got 10 shields to add, 4 places to add them. We'll add 3 to the aft, making that 12. 2 to the front, making that 12. 3 to starboard, and 2 to port. There we go. And that brings us to the helm phase. Alder says, "Good job, Erebus. Keep it up." And encourages Erebus for a +2. Adjutant, what are you going to do over there on the computers?
I think I'll try to encourage the pilot.
Alrighty. You will attempt to provide, and you successfully provide telemetry data for the meteoroids to Erebus, granting a +2 on their next piloting check. And Tari for a magical officer.
Okay, try to apply +2 to the pilot again.
+6, can't beat that.
Shit, right. I don't know what it's with thing, but you pick the thing back. Well. And I don't see it.
Unfortunately, you rolled a 2 again.
Yeah.
Damn dice.
Good luck.
It's not a 1, but it's just as
Yeah.
bad. All right, Erebus, you have a +4 to this piloting check. Avoid them meteoroids. Very closely. Only 2 meteoroids for the crew to shoot down. Go ahead. Take it away, Stelly and Momo.
All right.
Oh, Stelly takes out the first one. They only have 6 hull points per meteoroid. And Momo, you disintegrate that second one. Good job.
That 20 should blow up like enough to just we don't have to do any more checks.
that blows a hole straight through.
Yes.
Well, you are nearly clear of the asteroid field. You think just one more push, and you guys will be out of this meteoroid storm altogether. Jankster adds some more to the shields. I don't even know if Jankster can fail that check. Let me see. +15 DC. Yeah, he can fail. So let's see. Jankster adds. Diverts to shields and successfully adds another 10 points to your shields. 3 up front is 15. 2 on starboard is 15. 3 in the back is 15. And 2 more on port is 14. All right. Shields are looking better. Helm phase. Alder relies. Erebus, we got 1 more to go. You can make it. Unfortunately, Adjutant's calculations are off. And that leaves us with Tari's magical scrying. Just you wait. Tari's scrying skills are point on this time and net you a +2 to your check, Erebus. You're rolling at a +4 for this piloting check. 32. Unfortunately, as you're just about clear of the meteor storm, 4 meteoroids come flying in at the ship. If all 4 weapons are on point, you can get out of this with no more damage.
I know it's you.
right. All right, Momo's going to go for the fire will.
Point-wise, Stelly has a better chance of doing that.
That's fine.
I thought we were both plus 11.
He's plus 12, actually.
Oh, you're plus 12?
Yep.
Oh. Oops.
It's not significantly better, but the plasma cannon misses, the mining laser hits.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
The second one hit.
Yes, that heavy laser cannon hits and destroys a meteor, and that one hits and destroys a meteor. So only one of them gets through. It's gonna hit the forward shields for 5 points, which really doesn't matter because now that you're out of it, your shields will regenerate, and you will have full shields if you have another encounter. You successfully flew through a meteor storm and reached the other side. And you pick up the trail of the Forever Reliquary and begin tracking it again. I need a number of checks, computer checks. Give me... Whoa, stop.
It's 5.
Okay, 5 works. Let me see what we got here. All right.
Take them in order.
See, the first one, success. Second one, failure. Third one, failure. Fifth one or fourth one is a success. And a success on the fifth one. And then I need... Give me one more check. All right, that's also a success. So after 4 more days of success, unfortunately, another 2 days of failure, for a total of 9 days of travel since you came out of the drift, you track the comet and arrive at an ionized nebula. Interference from this phenomenon completely obscures the trail, making it impossible for you to follow it any further. However, a quick scan of the area reveals a small, Sheeran-style starship floating at an odd angle just inside the nebula. You can tell that it is occasionally being struck by bolts of electricity. If you want, you can scan it with a computer's check, Science Officer.
Yeah, let's do that.
You do. You successfully scan the vessel, discovering that it has no power. Occasionally, systems will randomly flare to life, thanks to the ambient energy of the nebula, but there are also no life signs aboard.
Oh. Well, we can go check it out, see if we can learn anything about it. Send a boarding party in?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could. Let's see.
Sure.
Alder tries to hail the ship, but there's no response.
Yar, matey.
While trying to hail them, the ship's transponder is active, but some of the information is badly scrambled by the nebula. You learn that the ship's name is the Eternal Melody and was part of a Hylaxian pilgrimage, along with 2 other vessels that do not appear anywhere in the proximity. Let's see. It's possible the ship may contain more information on your trip to the Prodigal Stone. However, scanning the nebula or making a physical science check about nebulas. And another. Erebus's physical science check is not enough. Adjutant, you know a lot about nebulas. And you know that there is danger in piloting your starship. Electrical arcs could strike the vessel, and most likely would, causing systems to short out. It does, however, appear that the Eternal Melody is in a pocket of low activity, which you could get to and then safely board the ship. However, you would have to fly your starship through the nebula for a bit to see and hope that you don't take any damage.
Do we have an idea of what kind of damage the nebula could do if we were, say, unlucky?
Let's see. The for each failed piloting check, the starship will gain a random critical damage effect corresponding to the critical damage table in the Starfinder Cool rulebook.
Ooh, I don't like
so that. Systems become damaged, right? There's it just goes through the glitching, malfunctioning, and wrecked scale. So it'll just be rolled randomly.
So looking at this nebula, between a 1 and 100, how difficult would you say it would be to get through it?
To pilot it, and your pilot has a modifier of
18.
18. It's a 50-50 kind of thing. You're a little better than 50-50 actually. And you have a good science officer who can potentially provide you with circumstance bonuses to each check.
And magic officer, maybe. Or no?
Let's see. No, it says one other crew member can attempt to aid the pilot on each check. So you could attempt to aid. Your physical science check was significant, so that provides a +2 circumstance bonus to each check. So now you're at +20, right, Erebus?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that you're at +20. You've got a fairly good. It'll probably take you about let's say half a minute to pilot there to get to the low activity area. That would be 5 piloting checks.
And then 5 back out.
Well, you're not sure. Things change while you're in. The nebula can shift and flow. And once you're in, you kind of seen a path, so it might make it easier to come back out. But that's on the back end.
Worst case scenario, we just push the other ship in front of us, so it takes all the hits.
There you go.
Well, the other ship's already in there. You have to travel to it. That's what's going on.
On the way out.
On the way out? Something. I just remember on the way out, you only have to make 1 check. On the way in, you have to make 5.
It's all good. Let's go ahead and try it.
If you try it, Erebus, just give me 5 piloting checks, and we'll see how things roll out.
Hi, kid.
Your ship, let's just take a look real quick. I think that the ship, let's see, what is your piloting bonus? And it provides no piloting bonus, so you can just give me straight piloting checks from your character sheet instead of going through all the clicks and things.
So we going for it?
Yeah!
All right. First one, second one. All right. So
these don't have the +4.
Oh yeah, you did get a +2 circumstance bonus. So,
and can he also get a +2 from Alder each time? Because it's like an automatic encourage.
Well, we're not using the encourage. We're using aid checks. So, do we have another good pilot to help?
I mean, I'm okay.
Can you hit a 30?
With a +6? No.
Well, no. You only need to aid. You only need to hit a 10.
Yeah.
What do you need to aid? 15 or 10? 10. So 8 on the first one makes that a success. Just give me 1 more piloting check, Stelly. His last 3 were successful. All right, good. So you guys managed to avoid all critical damage because of the aid checks. All right. Grogu is with us. Nice. He did the hand thing. Do the hand thing.
On the shiny ball.
Okay, so you managed to navigate the nebula successfully, avoiding damage to your ship. Arriving at the drifting eternal melody, you can examine it at close range. The exterior is highly marred and corroded. Anyone who's looking through a viewport can give me an engineering check or a life science check to as they examine the damage.
That's not very. That's not the right.
That's
check
a medicine.
Anyway.
I need life science.
No, I slipped. There we go.
That's
fine. Even worse.
You want me to use your result from the medicine check for your life science check? You got a 6 with an 18 is a 24.
I aid.
You aid on an engineering check, Stilly. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Who's making the actual engineering check?
Oh, my God.
I can do both.
All right, Erebus does it for a 24 with an aid, makes it a 26. All right, so with the engineering check, the two of you can tell that the damage is only a few months old. It's not ancient or anything. And on the life science check, Adjutant manages to ascertain that the damage appears to be from an encounter with a ship-sized creature, not the nebula. However, you're not sure what that creature could be. After a brief, it looks like you could put the ship near the Eternal Melody and make a brief spacewalk to board the incapacitated vessel. As you look at it, you notice a number of holes in the hull, which could be used to enter the ship. From the fact that there are holes and it has no power, you can assume there is no life support, no artificial gravity, and no lighting within that vessel.
Vision.
Yeah, we'll be all right. And Momo has a flashlight actually.
Alder will lend you the lantern.
The lantern, yeah.
I just gotta see. I don't have you guys on the map here. What's going on with that? Didn't I put you guys on the map? That's in the right spot. Don't your tokens have vision? No, I don't have. It's all in dynamic lighting. I don't have vision turned on. Stelly's got dark vision, right?
Huh?
Stelly has dark vision. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You are correct, sir.
Alder's not going to be with us in this round. Momo has too many hit points, I see. Your current hit points are greater than your maximum hit points.
I don't know how that happened. I must have accidentally hit up on the keyboard when I was going through. Sorry.
It looks like you don't have a hit point value listed for your maximum.
It says 51.
I have that corrected on the token. Hopefully that holds. Stelly or Momo has vision, but not night vision. His token emits bright light for 60 feet? 50 feet, I think it was.
I think that's right.
Where's the lantern at? Of course, lantern portable light. It was a beacon, right?
I think so.
That's what
I
he
don't
said.
remember.
This was see. The beacon is a 50-foot radius. Yeah, of bright light increases the light level by 1 step and a determined. Okay, so it increases it by 1 step, which means in the darkness that will increase it to low light of 50 feet. Let's see what that does. That doesn't look right. Okay, that's right. All right, save settings. All right, let's bring Adjutant. Adjutant is a android, has dark vision.
Yep.
Save settings. Erebus, also an android, has dark vision. They're getting rid of the old lighting, so everything's transitioning. Tari has dark vision because you're a half-orc?
I believe they do.
Yes.
All right. So which side?
And full orc, actually, but yeah.
Full orc, dark vision. Got it. So which side of the ship would you guys want to enter on? The
bridge.
Holes, the bridge area. The bridge is the only place that does not have a hole. It looks like there are holes on the port and starboard side, forward and aft. Port and starboard each have a hole.
Why can't we make a hole in the bridge?
That's
because you might damage more stuff.
Let's start.
The closest hole to the bridge is the port side forward hole.
Well, there we go.
Is that where you guys want to start?
Yeah, let's start there, and then we can go clockwise through the ship.
All right. So I'm going to bring you to the map. And and you're out in space. You're doing your spacewalk thing right now. You're pushing off, heading towards the opening in the ship. Can everyone see the opening in the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 0G movement is different from regular movement. Here's a little 0G tutorial that you can read through real quick. I am going to go grab a drink of water. My coffee is all gone and my mouth is getting dry. So I'm going to go grab a drink. Everyone else can take 5. Read through the zero gravity thing real quick, and then we'll get back to it in 5.
I have Ninja 0G boots.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be floating aimlessly a little bit.
I'm not too worried. I've got what's my athletics? My athletics is plus 14. Not great.
I got my athletics plus 19.
My choices are plus 4 or minus 1.
How do you have plus 19 and I only have plus 14?
Because I have power armor, and that gives me like an 18 to strength.
That makes sense. I have 19 strength.
I'm better than you.
So I've got 7 ranks in it.
I have 7 ranks in it as well.
What am I getting?
And
I get a bonus.
Oh.
And I get a bonus plus 1 for my mercenary.
Where's your numbers coming from?
I don't know. Strength. Oh, strength. I don't know. 7 ranks. I don't know. It just says so. It's a class skill. Trained.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going what the sheet says. The sheet says I have plus 18. I don't know why. But I do take a 4 armor check penalty, though, because I'm wearing, power armor.
All right, I am back. But we still have a few minutes in case.
Very nimble power armor person.
That's got to be it. It's got to be it. It's because of armor check.
What are we discussing?
I think what your armor penalty is done is it's added 4 instead of taken away 4. Because you're like, doing the math in my head, you're like 8 points too high.
No.
Correct. What do you have under armor check penalty for your power?
4.
Did you put a 4? You should put a minus 4 because it's the armor check penalty is minus 4.
All right, fine. It's 10 now, okay?
Yeah.
Why are you guys bullying me?
You guys getting all your athletics and acrobatics checks together?
Yeah, just looking at them, yeah. So mine is correct because my armor check penalty is only minus 2.
So Stella, your acrobatics is better than your athletics.
Yeah, it's 11 now with my armor check penalty.
Yeah, 11 instead of 10.
It was 19, but it was 19 before, but whatever.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna move everyone just a little bit closer, and say that you're all moving in straight line, right?
Where's where's the ship? Like our ship, the fighting tortoise. Because I assume Momo was just gonna want to kick off from the thing and try to.
I assume it's straight back.
Okay, cool. I mean, I assume
you basically kick straight off. You probably had some tethers hooked up so that if you ended up in space, you could pull your way back. Hell, you may have even shot a line across so that you could just follow it over.
Yes.
But once inside, you're going to have to deal with the zero gravity effects that are there.
First, I'd probably just grab onto the wall here and wait for Momo to go first.
Momo or Erebus or Tari.
Oh yeah, Erebus. You probably got ridiculous acrobatics, don't you?
Only a 21 bonus.
Yeah, that's an automatic success.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, then I'll roll since Erebus doesn't have to.
I'm just doing flips and whatnot in here.
All right, cool.
I will point out that just because I didn't scan life signs doesn't mean there's not danger on here. It's like not all creatures are alive. Robots.
Oh yeah, I remember the ghosty.
I'm just saying now, if there's a ghost, I'm leaving.
That's right. It's a good thing I have a fusion on my rifle, so it's a magic weapon now.
Nice. Is it a light fusion?
No, it's a burning fusion.
There is in fact a door there. Wherever you see a door, but it doesn't block your line of sight. Let me give you a quick description of what's going on inside this ship. Because now that you're inside, you've moved in and you entered the hull of the ship. The interiors are open to space. As such, you note that, let's see, the ship seems to have had an explosive decompression. It's left many of the interior doors and the ship itself a complete wreck. You notice doors hanging off their frames. Dried blood stains many of the surfaces. Bodies of Sheeran float in the zero gravity, killed either during a battle or when the ship lost its life supports. You're unsure at this time. But that's the mess of the hallways that you see before you. So anywhere you see a door on the map and it is not blocking your line of sight, that's a door that's been busted, and you can easily move through that opening.
And before everyone looks over, and Erebus is just spinning one of the bodies, going, "You spin me right round, baby." Right.
That's ridiculous.
That's very good.
No, she doesn't care about life.
Yeah, Adjutant would probably find that. She probably would find it humorous, just wouldn't care. Just be like, "Yep." Where are we going?
All right, so where are you going?
I think we have it this way, and this way.
Obviously, the bridge of the ship is to the forward end, which would be down this way, if that's where you were headed.
Oof. Oof.
All right, everybody stop moving, because Erebus,
I try to get something.
You see something down the hallway there. In your dark vision, you note this creature.
It's a cybernetic zombie.
It's something.
I don't know.
Give me
oh my!
It's not translucent, is it?
It is not translucent. I do need the appropriate archive and the appropriate page number. What you see before you appears to be a Sheeran whose body was racked by the explosive decompression of this ship. Why is all
White zombie?
Oh, I know what this is.
And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roll initiative because
I bet it's walking on the floor.
It notices you, and it is. Give me 1 second. Let me roll a d4 and see. It is actually not walking on the floor. It's walking on the bulkhead, Erebus. On the forward bulkhead.
What's a bulkhead for people who don't speak Navy?
A wall.
Okay.
Bulkheads are walls. Sorry. Sorry, Jarhead. Or not. Sorry.
Grunt.
What do we call the army guys? Grunts? What do you guys call walls? Walls?
We call them walls, and we call floors floors.
Or, floors, not decks.
Or marching surface.
Ceilings are overheads in nautical terms, as opposed to ceiling. It's the overhead.
We call it the shitter.
It's not very efficient from number of syllables in a sentence.
The Navy doesn't care about that.
Navy cares about tradition.
Right. So they're bulkheads, they're passageways, they're scuttles, and all kinds of fun nautical terms. And they're all, they all transitioned into space travel. So
left is not left. It's not left.
Focusful.
You'd all see as this started, I just kind of start spinning myself to this angle.
I don't see the initiative track.
All right. Well, I haven't opened the initiative tracker yet, but it looks like all 5 of you are on there. So let me add these guys. Well, this guy. You don't know about his buddies. So
I can't see him.
You can't see what? Anything?
Zombie thing.
Let's see. Start combat. That should good. Yeah, you can't see him yet. He's around a corner, Stelly. You haven't quite made it into the vessel yet. He's further around the corner than that. But you can move. You are along bulkheads. How does movement along a surface work?
Is that a bad guy? Can I shoot that?
I don't know. Can you get as far as you have moved?
I don't know, probably.
Let's see. A creature in 0 gravity can't move, can't take move actions to move its speed, crawl, or take guards. If a creature is adjacent to an object, they can push off and move at half speed, landing in a direction of its choosing. So you were on your way in. You can move and you can collide with Momo. You can come in and bounce on Momo and make a quick check to right yourself there. Basically, just move in, and you're next to Momo, not on top of him. You could be on top of him because inside you note that the corridors, the passageways are 10 feet high. So there is room.
Okay.
Tari, I'm going to move you just in because all of you would have moved in.
Okay.
Before Erebus moved around the corner. I realize you're... What's that? Go ahead.
Why can't I move my full speed?
Because it's 0 gravity, friend.
So? I'm a ninja.
So do you have magnetic locks on your feet that allow you to move at full speed in 0 gravity?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. I'll say no.
Okay, so I'm here.
So you move by pushing off things. If you fail your check, you don't take any damage. You just become off kilter, which gives you a -2 to hit on attacks.
Okay, so I got to roll something now.
I'm going to let you start the combat from there, because that would be your move in while Erebus was moving.
Okay, so now I can move.
I think most suits of armor have what's called boot clamps. It gives you +4 to
your check,
stopping yourself with the athletics and acrobatics, so you don't get off kilter.
Boot clamps, +4 bonus to your checks. So there's that, but you're still limited in your movement speed of half.
Yeah, we don't have the magnet things.
Okay, so I guess I'm done.
All right, and from there you do not see it. However, it sees Erebus, and let's see. And it begins trudging along the bulkhead towards you, Erebus. and it is going to just get to you, moaning in Sheeran. Unfortunately for you, it you see it pass by. You probably don't see it pass by, Stelly. Fortunately for you, it's a double move for it to get there. So it is unable to make an attack. However, all right, gotcha. So that is its turn. So Erebus, as you begin your turn, this thing has a soul-crushing gaze, a decompression gaze. As you are not a living creature that breathes, you do not need to breathe because you are a android. You are safe from this decompression gaze.
But now he's in its aura.
Yep, it is your turn.
Well, I only like girl fishes, so I'm not affected by it either.
I make a check to know what this thing is.
You can make a recall knowledge check, yes. This would be a mysticism check. No, you don't know what this is. You can tell it's undead. But what it really is, you're unsure. It looks kind of like a zombie.
Well, I guess I stab it.
Well, we can tell what it used to be. So that helps.
Did I do things?
You did things. You did a trick attack, CR 12 or lower, which was successful. You struck at it for a 25 KAC attack, which was successful. So you damage it for 30 points, unless it has DR. And I'm not seeing that anywhere. So minus 30. And it is off target. So we will give it an off-target modifier. Let's see, off-target. I'll just put a target on there. All right, so it is minus 2 to hit until your next turn.
Yep. That is my turn. Is there any way I can move around this? Like,
well, you don't have the action economy to move at this point because Trick Attack is a full round action.
Oh, yes, that's right. Never mind.
But you could try to move over it. I mean, there's basically 2 square height here because it's 10-foot ceilings.
Yeah. No,
10-foot tall passage.
Okay, I don't have shot in the run yet. I can't keep.
But if you are done, you can click done.
Yes.
And I will go to this guy's turn. You don't see him, but I do. He moves. Stelly, bad news, buddy. You see, as you're staring down the hallway, this creature walks from the aft into your hallway, and he's standing on the ceiling, and he approaches you.
Bring it.
What was the height of these hallways?
Oh, hey, 10-foot high. I need... I'm not going to go back and do it. But, Erebus, you feel a draw of gravity towards the bulkhead where the creature is standing. Stelly, I need a reflex save from you as you are suddenly pulled upwards towards the ceiling. You succeed and plant your feet. You are now standing on the ceiling in front of this thing. And it doesn't attack. And you're not breathing either, even though you are a living creature. Well, you're a living creature that breathes water, right?
I breathe air that's in the water.
Right. So you do have to breathe. And I need a fortitude save from you as you begin to choke.
But I'm inside of my armor.
It doesn't matter. It's a supernatural effect.
Okay. So you need a what save?
Fortitude.
Okay.
I mean, it's your best save, so.
Against disease, poison?
Supernatural gaze.
Oh.
No disease, no poison.
No inhale gases or poisons?
No, it's just an effect. You safe, you can breathe fine. And then it is Momo's turn.
All right. Remind me, which way did Stelly go? Stelly, did you go down this way?
He did.
Okay.
You can peek around that corner. If you want to just shift your token a little bit, you can peek around that corner and see what's
I just because I don't see where they are, and then there's another one attacking arrows, right?
Yeah, around the other corner.
Okay.
As you peek around the corner, you notice that Stelly is standing on the ceiling, and so is the creature in front of him.
You'd probably fit under Stelly to go a swing at it.
Can I just free action ask? Which of these guys looks more dangerous? I guess neither of them know because only each of them can see the one they're fighting.
Right,
that's a
but
in front of me is obviously more dangerous.
Erebus, you stabbed that one, and its ring went from green to yellow.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. I think I can deal with this.
All right, I'll help Stelly. So I can go here. That's 5 feet, and then 10 feet, which is the most I can move. And I'm just going to go ahead, and this thing definitely looks like it's an undead creature, right?
Yeah, it looks undead. What are you guys doing?
Right.
Can you hug me so you can go to bed?
Yes.
Okay, I love you.
Aww.
I love you too. All right, you guys go behave.
So I'm going to throw a holy water grenade at it, which
do it.
I think I can throw it up to like 250 feet. So
whatever.
Or not, no, like 400 feet. I mean, actually.
0 agree. There is no max range increment.
Right, there's no max range increment. It's just it's going to hit the gravity well of the creature and be pulled in.
Okay,
anyway.
so that's I just
so it explodes.
So it
explodes.
Doesn't take the extra 12.
Right, because you can't crit with a grenade. But it does need to make a DC 16 reflex save.
Correct.
Which it will attempt a save of reflex. I'm not going to hide it from you guys. 22. It succeeds. So it's going to take half damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would be 8.
All right.
It does not have any particular weakness to that, but it is in fact undead, so that works. It takes some damage.
Real quick, just because there's I can't, I realize because I was going to throw it so it hit right behind the guy, but because I actually now have explosives expert, the radius of this effect is increased. So if there's anything within,
there's nothing behind it that would be affected. No.
Yeah, like I don't know where the walls are because I can't see everything.
The other problem is these creatures, as you throw the grenade, right? The grenade, you kind of aim to throw it a little bit past it, but as you throw it, it gets caught in something around this creature that causes it to land at the creature's feet. And the water explodes outward, but then it all goes towards its feet.
Yeah. All right, and obviously there's no effect on me and on any of us.
You just get a little wet.
There you go. So I will click. That's my turn.
Yep. And then I got to do this thing. Got to get to the right layer. You guys don't see it yet. All right, and adjutant. This one comes around the corner at you. This one's actually on the ground, standing on the floor. Adjutant, give me a reflex save as this thing approaches you and you suddenly feel a draw to the floor.
Well, I'm prone.
Well, that's an acrobatics check, but I'll use the 3.
Oh, reflex.
It was a reflex save. I don't think you have a plus 12 for your reflex, do you?
No. Plus 7.
So you are prone from its approach. I have a knocked over prone token here that's paralyzed. There's prone. You're on your butt. You slipped. You fell in the water. But that's it is unable to attack you though, and since you do not breathe, and technically not living, you don't need to make the fort save. It is your turn. As it would be, standing up does not provoke attacks of opportunity in Starfinder, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't imagine I can just push out of the well and be up floating again.
You would have to take a crawl action
Just would have
being
to
prone.
stand up.
So
yeah, and that always provokes, unless you have the
Just-
feet for it. Well, I want to shoot him,
you can shoot from
but I
the
also
floor.
want to get away from him at the same time.
Well, crawling does provoke. It is a 5-foot movement action.
Yeah, so I guess I'll stand up.
See, stand up, special form of move action allows you to stand up from the prone position. I'm just looking for attacks of opportunity, which are reactions. When you threaten a space, an opponent moves out of that space without using the withdraw action or guarded step. When the opponent in space threatens a ranged attack, the opponent has cast a spell. Standing up does not incur an attack of opportunity in Starfinder. You can stand up safely.
Guarded step away.
All right, as you guarded step away, you enter 0G. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check to not be off kilter as you end. Does that include the +4 for your armor?
That is everything. Or
Okay.
no, it's not.
It's
+4
not.
would be.
I think you're at 16, so you're safe. Your boot clamps allow you to steady yourself. And if you are done, you can pass the turn to Tari.
Sorry, save me. I'm not
an upfront fighter.
I'm not a skirmisher.
So,
all right, Tari.
I'm in 0G, right?
You are in 0G, but you've already seen Adjutant get slammed to the ground as that thing approached them. So you have the idea that as you approach this creature, you're going to feel gravity. In the case of this one, towards the floor.
Look at my HP.
I don't have mysticism, so I can't help with that.
Let me fix this. I can try to identify it.
Yeah, you can give me a free recall knowledge check. Sure. Absolutely. So what this creature is it is a Nahili, a unfortunate soul that died in the airless void of space. Let's see, what does it say about them? They have an everlasting hatred for the living, puffy skin and ragged wounds from gases escaping from the body, as well as gaping mouths. They resemble mindless zombies, but have a sharp intellect and powers that make them far more formidable. Let's see, these are probably rare creatures. I would say they're fairly rare. Which means it's a 15 plus 1.5 CR. Yep, so that would be 10. You pretty much know everything about these creatures, even though they're rare. And we'll tell you that they have a fairly low EAC KAC, 1719. They are fairly stout. They have a good number of hit points, about 70 or so. Basically they have this decompressive gaze. And as you are within 15 feet of that one, can see and breathe, I need a fort save from you. As you begin to choke. And you take a D4 plus 3 bludgeoning damage as you You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from this decompression gaze.
Okay.
And you know that you have to make that save at the beginning of every turn you're within 15 feet of these creatures.
Wonderful.
Because they have a gaze, as long as you see them. As with other gaze attacks, you can avert your gaze to get a bonus, or completely avoid looking at them. But those incur their own penalties. Did I put gaze attacks in here somewhere? Now, come on. We're in a society of equality. You know I'm talking about vision. I did not put a handout in there, but it might do to have one. You also know about their gravity well supernatural ability. They exude a 5-foot aura around themselves that exerts a downward force towards their feet. So they always walk on whatever surface they're on, much like a spider climb spell.
Ooh, neat.
So that's why the one's walking on the wall, the other one's walking on the ceiling. This one happens to be walking on the floor.
Oh, fair enough.
Other than that, they have no special abilities other than they are unliving.
And they're immune to mind affecting, right?
Yep, that would mean they're immune to mind affecting because they have the undead immunities.
Yep, we haven't had one of this thing.
They're not immune to being hit by a weapon, though.
Yep. I would hope not. If immune to both, though, I'd be worried.
Yeah. How do I kill this thing? So you can attempt to move over there. I will need a reflex save as you get within 5 feet of it. So
go over here and do reflex save.
Yep. And that'll stand in lieu of your acrobatics or athletics check for 0 gravity, because you expect the gravity well and you land on your feet ready to attack.
Ooh.
Assuming you have a weapon. I would assume you probably obtain your weapon from your moat as you're moving.
Yeah, I can do that.
And that probably looks pretty cool. Lightsaber.
Yeah. Let's see, we do.
You were right, Mike. They did a good job with Ahsoka.
They did. The wrinkly little tentacles.
I don't know if that was intentional or if it was just the way the costume went.
Maybe, but it worked.
It worked.
Well, I don't know if that race ages the same as humans, so.
And Gorgu's my hero.
Gorgu. Its name? It has a name? Of course it has a name. Come on. You have a name, don't you, Mandalorian?
It's not Kid.
It's not Kid. It's not the child. All right, Tari.
It's not Baby Yoda.
Yeah, it's definitely not Baby Yoda. Although Yoda was alive when Grogu was born.
Illegitimate offspring.
You think it's illegitimate?
Yeah, with Yaddle.
Hello?
He was smart. He escaped. He played hide and seek during the Jedi Temple attack.
Well, so did Ahsoka.
Well, she's like GTF'd.
She wasn't there, but
she's like, F this, I'm out.
Yep. Looks like Amber is mute and deaf, so I can't.
Well, I don't think we should be biased against her for that.
Why not? No. We still like Helen Keller, okay.
Oh, got you. No more talk about Mandalorian.
Spoiler things. What was it like?
Spoiler.
What's it like? Freaking Amber's Tommy from Tommy plays pinball.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I gave Mike the same crap about it yesterday because he started writing stuff in Discord and I hadn't watched it because I didn't think they were gonna release an episode.
You said every Friday you watched it with your kids during dinner or something.
Well, right, but I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think they were gonna release one, and for some reason I didn't even check. It was horrible, but we watched it tonight. Anyway, Amber Tari has an attack.
Okay. Yes.
Because in Starfinder, Recall Knowledge is a free action. Because we don't get 3 actions every turn.
Because
like in Pathfinder 2.
Because this is a normal game.
I think I'm crazy. I should have won that.
Actually, I like the 3-action economy. It's not bad. But you do have to think about what you're doing.
That. And let's see if this works right. Somewhere.
There you go. That'll do some damage. Why do I have these at 18 and 17? They're 17 and 19. Anyway, 20 beats the 19,
Hell
so
yeah.
minus 22. Good hit.
Wait, you're naming the EAC first?
Do what?
I don't know. You listed EAC first, I guess, then.
I said they always list EAC first. 17,
Really? I
19.
thought it was the other way around. Okay.
Well, E comes before K alphabetically. So
I guess that's true.
Only in America alphabet.
Only in the American alphabet, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly, see?
Yeah.
All right, I got that fixed.
They speak the Queen's English, okay?
That is my
Then
turn,
you
though.
can, Tari can hit done, and we'll move on to
that's the second
Stelly.
button. I keep hitting that button.
Stelly, assuming you're still looking at this creature, give me a fortitude save.
Yes. I will not avert my gaze. What's it, fortitude?
Yeah, it's fortitude. You fail.
Okay.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you choke, as you struggle to breathe. And now you may take your turn as normal. You are under the effects of gravity towards the ceiling.
So, this took 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can I do a guarded step back, or how does that work?
You can. You will end up in 0G. So basically, as you will do a guarded step, and then you will be any other movement will be in 0G.
Okay, and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I don't know his gender.
You step. You're gonna shoot it. It doesn't have a gender. It's undead.
Well, excuse me, but I remember a goblin being undead, and he certainly had a gender.
Well, he also had a mind. These things are.
You said they're intelligent
mind.
undead.
They are intelligent undead, but I don't know if it recalls its gender. It's Sheeran have 3 genders, so it could be he, she, or them. But you shoot it regardless, and do 17 points of fire damage to it.
And it's burning because of burning fusion on it, so it's magical.
You have a burning fusion. Does the burning fusion actually impart burning?
No, because what happens is the Corona rifle, it only has a 1d6 burn on critical.
Does it increase the burn?
Yeah, if it's the burn is on the fusion's better, then it takes precedence.
Okay, so what's the burn on your fusion?
So it's a 2d6.
2d6 instead of 1d6. Cool.
And I got it mainly just for like the, for magical purposes.
Right, it allows you to hit things that have magical. That have immunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, that have that energy resistance, or that are incorporeal. All right, this one here.
I thought it was a burning effect. I was gonna say it wouldn't last in a no oxygen environment.
Magical burning.
It's not that kind of burn.
It's magical burning. It's.
No, I mean
we'll say you ignite metals.
Yes.
That do not that produce their own oxygen to burn,
like ammonium nitrate,
or magnesium, things like that.
Or oxygen candle to have.
Yeah, oxygen candles. There's a lot of things that'll burn without oxygen because they produce their own. That's the real. They have oxygen. They just produce their own. Erebus, I twisted your token because you are technically standing on the wall there. I didn't make you do the reflex save, but because I forgot about it. But this one here is going to attack you. What does it? It just tries to slam into you a couple of times. It's going to go ahead and what condition? I'm on the wrong person. There we go. It's going to slam you. And and it is going to try and slam you twice. So 27 for the first hit, and 13 for the second. So let's see. Looks like that's gonna, unless you haven't updated your name tag. Looks like the first one's gonna hit you for 16.
Yep, that it did.
But the second one misses. So we are done with that guy. You can return fire, as it were.
Can I use the tumble action as part of the move for the trick attack?
No.
No? Okay.
Because tumble is a move action. Trick attack is a movement attack full action. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trick attack is a full action that includes movement, as opposed to a movement and an attack.
Do you have that ability that lets you not take an attack of opportunity from one target? Or from your trick attack target?
There's a operative
I wonder if you,
ability.
I wonder if you have that.
I do not.
Took something different.
I was going to say, because the wall, technically standing on the wall, it'd be 2 spaces wide. You just run around it instead of tumbling.
Yeah, you could move. Technically the wall, you're standing on 10 foot of space, so you could go one side of it. But you could take a guarded step around it, so be on top of it. Well, let me see. I'll just do a quick 1d2 and see if it's near the floor or near the ceiling. It's near the floor. So it's near the ceiling. So you could be under it if you wanted to start working your way around it.
I'll just take the attack.
Yeah, really.
And then I'll just run around it and push off to be over to there. And I'll just take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your attack first. Because that's what you were going to do, right? Or were you going to move and then shoot?
Move and then shoot.
Okay. So it attempts to slam you as you run past it. It hits you for 13.
And it does.
And you are in 0G. I'm just going to write your token. Give me your athletics. Well, I guess you don't have to stop. You can just fire from there, and you'll keep moving next turn unless you want to stop.
I'll just keep moving.
Okay.
To stop you.
You do see a bulkhead at the end of this corridor, so go ahead and shoot him. Shoot it. I assume that was a trick attack.
Yes.
Okay. So 24, the CR12 is successful. 24 is successful, so you do 23 points of damage to it with your little pistol.
At this weird moment where I see my trick attack do less damage than my pistol.
Well, you rolled poorly. Everything was below half, and one of them's a 1, so
yeah,
it happens. But you did see that it took quite a bit of damage, and it is still off target. Ooh, I didn't apply off target. You can have 13 hit points back because it was at -2 for that attack. The previous attack would have hit anyway at a 25. So, but you can have the 13 stamina points back. And you can pass the turn to me. And
floating backwards.
Yep, you're just floating and shooting. And Stelly and Momo. Reflex saves.
You got it.
As this one approaches you. Stelly fails. Or Momo fails.
Oh, Momo fails.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
I didn't look at the names. I just said it. Let's see. So Momo is going to be prone. Stelly, since you succeeded, I will let you decide. Do you want to be in this space or one space back?
I'm good with being one space back.
Okay, so you're one space back, and Momo is prone in this square on the ceiling.
All right.
in front of it. And it slams at you. It throws its arms down at you, Stelly, attacking you viciously. And why did I? Because I put a plus in there.
Why is there somebody? Which one's attacking me?
Nothing's attacking Stelly. Okay. It's attacking Momo. My bad.
Yes.
It is attacking Momo, and it gets a what is that? 20 or 18 plus 5 is 23. Momo, your armor takes it. You're fine.
Yep.
And it's your turn. You're on the ceiling, but you're laying down on the ceiling.
I will stand up.
Yep.
And hit it with my Dashko.
Do so.
All right.
Well, you can try. I mean,
I can try.
You haven't hit it till you roll the dice.
Do or do not.
You hit it. You hit it hard. Doing 48 points of damage to it, and you destroy it. You just obliterate it with your Dashko.
I hate ghosties.
It was pretty solid, but
what? Well, yeah, but that's just what Momo calls undead.
Yeah.
Once it's gone with its gravity well thing, I mean, I'm still on the ceiling because I don't have any momentum.
Yep, you're just floating in space now.
Feel stuck there.
Yeah, right? you no longer feel a gravity in that direction. So also, you are now zero gravity.
Okay. Hey, Phil, real quick, I was just looking at the zero gravity thing. So it says if provided with sufficient handholds, which I would take like if you can touch the wall, does that not count as a handhold?
It does.
It says that you can move at full speed if you have a climb speed, or
you can move at your full climb speed
if you succeed on a DC 20 acrobatics or athletics check.
Right.
So would one?
No, it says a creature with a climb speed can move along a wall at full speed. And this is as can any creature that succeeds. So if you do an acrobatics or an athletics check, so DC 20, you could move at full speed through these corridors. Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's what I just wanted to clarify that. It doesn't really affect it for right now, but I just wanted to going forward make sure that I'm reading that correctly.
The walls. I mean, I don't know if they have.
I have a swim speed. Does that count?
No.
Damn.
Because you're not in anything that you can swim through.
Well, that's just like swimming. Yeah. Zero G is just like swimming. The astronauts train.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not like swimming.
It's totally
because in swimming you have the water tension
to pull through.
Allegedly.
For God's sake, come on, Arizona. You guys.
I'm in water. I'm in a hydro body. Can I swim inside my hydro body?
Oh, for God's
sake! Propel myself.
You can swim inside your hydro body, but the hydro body has nothing to push off of.
Oh, really? You're speciesist.
Right. No, I have the same bias against all species.
Oh.
Everyone has effects in zero gravity.
Fine.
Real physics, and I just.
Oh, did I not hit done?
Faster at the wall for shooting.
No, my guess is the idea is the weapons don't provide enough force to move you in Starfinder.
Well, they do in real life.
I know they do in real life. If you shot a gun in zero gravity, you would move away from the bullet. You would move away from where you shot. I agree. All right, this thing's turn. This thing is going to slam into Tari.
They use space bullets.
Space bullets. Well, the laser weapons, just moving light. I don't think you would have any force.
Negative.
There would be no force to push you. But like the semi-auto pistol, I think would definitely do something.
No mass, no force.
Right, exactly. I'm not going to hide this roll.
Was it force is equal to mass times acceleration?
Something like that. 28 to hit you, Tari. That's going to hurt for 12.
Ow.
And the second slam is a critical for 24. No. Oh, I didn't give Momo a critical card.
Well, I killed him.
Yeah, you killed him, so it really wouldn't matter.
Killed him dead.
Let's see. This is a kinetic attack. Ooh, critical effect.
Man, my GameCube works beautiful now.
Oh, what is the roll for wounding?
Oh,
That's not good.
Where's the wound table?
Except
I
that
will roll
this
a
only
D20.
we already talked about this. The critical cards are only for named NPCs.
No, they're not for named. They're for things that are a challenge.
Yeah, these things aren't a challenge.
You get hit in the eye, Tari. Your eye is wounded, so you take a -2 to perception for now.
Oh.
You're not gonna. Oh, actually, you get a reflex save first.
Okay. If I can find it. Here they go. There they are. Oh, I take time.
It smacks you in the face, and you lose your eye for the rest of this combat.
Ugh.
Until you heal. I'm not going to make it forever.
Why not? That'd be awesome, dude.
That'd be rude.
That'd be cybernetic, man. Like awesome.
I don't think it would cause a complete loss of the eye.
Get stuck in the eye, yeah.
It's like you got poked in the eye.
You get clubbed in the eye. You get clubbed in the eye.
For goodness sake.
I don't know. Is this? I've not used the wounding table before.
It's pretty horrific.
It is pretty.
Let me
horrific,
jab my
actually.
finger in your eye and see if it's permanent or not.
Well, I mean,
you don't have access to magical healing.
All right, so it says effect lost eye -2 perception. So I guess you lose an eye, Tari.
Oh,
Jesus!
I'm sorry.
She can get beautiful new eyes later.
You can probably get a. I'm sure you can have it repaired.
Yeah,
sure
just drink a potion real quick.
Yeah, something like that.
Would magical healing fix or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I think if you get magical healing, it will fix your eye.
I have magical healing. I can do.
Regeneration.
I think there's potions that can regrow stuff too.
Yeah. It is Adjutant's turn.
So the Tari and this thing are on the floor.
It's way cooler to have missing an eye.
Now you're a pirate.
Exactly. A green pirate orc person.
You're an orc pirate mystic Solarian type.
Just get you an eye patch, dude. You'd be good.
Hold on. I'm just looking at this wounding table. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is insane. You could get 1d6 bleed. Yeah. You could get hit, brained, and be stunned for 1 round. Yep. Or you could have an arm or leg severed.
Yeah.
My God.
They grow back.
And it's like, okay, but what I'm saying is there's a big difference in long-term damage to having losing an eye or losing an arm or a leg.
It only costs 100 credits to get a new leg.
For a single round.
It's only 100 credits to get a new leg.
And there's magical healing, so you just hold the leg there and do the healing.
Just glue it, super glue. Space super glue.
Yeah, the wounding table's pretty crazy. I don't think they made any modifications with it in any of the
other poison one's worse, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, poisons are absolutely horrific, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Especially when you die in 3 rounds.
Yes.
Done that. Been there.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, Adjutant, what are you going to do?
Just for this rack?
It was in Signal of Screams.
Yeah.
The second book or the second book?
Yeah, Resurrection.
I drank a poison. We reincarnated me, and I came back as I was a female gauze claw, and the character came back as a male Kasatha.
Oh.
And I kept making a joke that my tail was on the wrong side. My tail was now in the front instead of the back.
Yeah,
I get it. Yes, I get it.
A male tail.
Anyhow,
and you had extra arms.
I did have extra arms. It was crazy. It was crazy, and that was a.
Sorry for the interruption.
All right, Adjutant, it's your turn. Sorry.
The Tari and this thing are on the floor. I want to gently kind of move up, above them so I could shoot over Tari's head at this thing. I don't know.
Certainly, you push off the floor because you were near the floor.
Like I don't have a handhold to just. Like,
no, you're in the open space there.
Okay, I thought there was like a close wall here.
No, there's actually no wall where you are. It has been it is. You see this piece out here? This piece out here, I think, was the wall.
I guess the question is, why is the lighting right here black?
Why is the lighting black? Because
dark.
Yeah, it looks like the wall ends right there.
Well, the wall ends right at that corner.
Oh, okay.
I could draw this piece of wall out there, but that's that's
have to be there to
4
touch
feet
it,
from you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would need. So... I mean, you can definitely push up to the ceiling, which would give you a clear line of sight on the thing. But you're going to have to make the athletics or acrobatics check to stop at the ceiling and not be off kilter.
Yeah, that's not likely going to work well.
So, hey, even if you fail, which you did, it's a -2 instead of a -4. You're still better.
Okay, well, kind of flipping around. Gonna give him one of these. The modifier in. 2.
Hey, and still critical hit it. I'm going to pull your card before we see the damage. You may not be able to read it, but I can read it to you. I'll put it. It's a piercing, so that's kinetic. It's going to be over top of your character for the moment. Bonus effect: the target cannot benefit from non-magical healing for 1d4 days. The target does not benefit from non-magical healing anyway. So, sorry, your critical hit card was useless.
But -2 AC, so...
Although it's still got -2 AC because that's what you do. So 2 down, and it takes 27 points of damage. Wow.
Yeah, I upgraded to a needle rifle. Just a little bit more. Turn.
Nice. All right, Tari. Tari, I need a fortitude save as you gurgle through the gaze effect.
Oh my god.
The gaze effect is rocking it.
Is it? Do I get a bonus for being half blind?
Can't even see it, man.
Darn.
Well, are you averting your gaze?
No, but half my eye face is.
But you're still looking at it with your one good eye.
You should only take half the penalty then.
You take 5 damage.
Ow.
The damage from the gaze is inconsequential to their D6 plus 10 damage from their plus 14 to hit slam.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that, but I had to make the joke.
Yeah. But it looks like you could finish it. Adjutant's dart hit it, and you can see that its defenses are lower.
Oh. We will... You know, we're going to full attack it.
All right, -4 to each attack. Let's go.
We can do this.
Well, your first attack hits it because of the decreased armor.
Nice.
And your second attack just destroys it.
Awesome.
Because your first attack left it with 2 hit points.
No.
So it's a good thing it's a good thing you full attacked. Because otherwise you would not have killed it, and it would have gotten a chance to kill you. Again.
And it might have done the job. Well, actually, I don't know if it would have killed me.
Well, it would have
come down close, probably.
But it would have done hit point damage, and then you would have had to really need magical healing.
Yeah.
So that's Tari's done. That takes us to Stelly.
I don't even know what's attacking people still.
They're Erebus. There's one still attacking Erebus on the wall over on the other end of this corridor.
Oh, okay.
Over here. So you could push off that wall and try to go there.
Yeah.
Give me your athletics or acrobatics check. Does that include your +4 from the clamps?
No.
It does not. So you succeed. You right yourself there, and you can shoot at this creature. I believe you can see it just fine.
Yep.
I thought the DC was 20.
The DC to hit a wall is, I thought it was 15. You're right. It is a DC 20. I've been doing that wrong. I thought it was just DC 20 to move along the wall. So you're off kilter, but 29's more than enough to hit it. Unfortunately, you did minimum damage. Almost minimum damage. Minimum damage.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect.
Right.
I can't click done because it was never given to me.
Oh, that's because Tari never clicked it.
I'll click it. Hold on.
Now you can click done. And now it's its turn. And it has 2 options for targets. Although it sees a lot of other target-rich environment up there. But the problem with up there is there's a lot of things to shoot it. So it chases after Erebus. Walking along the wall. Erebus, give me a reflex save as it comes in proximity with you. You manage to stand on the wall just fine, having expected its gravity well, and then it attempts to attack you. And it is off target, but it still hits you for 12. You may retaliate. You are still moving. You actually, oh no, you're not moving. You're now on the ground. You're in the gravity well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab it.
Yeah, it looks pretty weak.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. You destroy this creature. You hit it and slash out its stab it in the brain, as it were, and you defeat the creature.
So happy we hit level 7.
All right. These creatures had upon them no gear. They don't have enough intelligence to pick up the gear they had when they were alive. They just move around, mostly undead. And we're out of combat. You guys move around and explore the ship. Erebus, you're all in 0 gravity now. You see doors to the bridge. Let me find the information regarding the doors. See, these doors. Let's see. The doors. Well, there's no power. Let's see. Yeah, you can open the doors.
Open the doors.
Opening the doors, you find a monster. No, I'm kidding. There's no monster here. You open the doors and you note that the bridge of the Eternal Melody is in the same disarray as the rest of the ship. Panels have been ripped from their consoles and float several feet away, exposing cables, wires, and other computer hardware, all either severed or broken. The computers here occasionally spark and shudder as energy from the ionized nebula outside surges through the ship. Several more Sheeran bodies dangle over their respective bridge crew seats. What do you want to do?
Take a look around.
Download the drives or something.
Yeah.
You guys do your computer stuff. I'm just gun.
With a few moments of looking, you recognize the captain's body. It's nearest to the main computer terminal.
I'd like to find out what happened to the ship. Does it have a black box?
Examining the captain, you find a key card tucked into one pocket. Those of you trained in engineering or computers easily recognize it would take several weeks of work and several new parts to get the ship's computer back into full working condition. But you know it might be possible to retrieve data from the computer's physical storage modules. However, the ship without normal power, the modules containing the vessel's logs, cannot be accessed. You would have to remove them.
Can't we just go ahead and send over an extension cord from our ship?
No, there's too much damage. It's not just a matter of having power. It's a matter of routing the power and having components that are not damaged.
How large are these supposed data logs?
We're in the future. Why don't we have wireless charging?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Magical conduits of energy. What is that engineering check for, Adjutant? What are you attempting to do?
I was gonna try to grab those data thing.
All right, you managed to grab a couple of the data modules. It looks like there are a few more, and you might need to make another couple of checks to collect them all. You or others. Stelly, as you reach to remove a data module, energy surges from outside the nebula, causing the exposed wiring to spark uncontrollably. You and Adjutant, who is within 15 feet of you, need to make a reflex save or take 12 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take 12 points.
Adjutant and Stelly both take 12 points of damage from the explosive electricity.
Am I able to loot the bodies? Do they have any gear on them?
Oh, let's see. The bodies have no useful gear on them other than the captains that had that key card, which might be useful somewhere else.
Why don't you guys let me try to get away while I try to do this, so we don't all take damage.
I'm gonna take 10. Can we take 10?
Yeah, you guys can take 10. Adjutant, you recover several more data modules and feel that there are only a few left, which you collect the rest of them and easily remove them.
While they're doing that, can I make a check to see if I know a general layout of this to try to find a cargo hold?
Okay. Yeah, this seems to be a passenger transport. You think Momo is standing in front of a steel sealed door. Additionally, the walls of that room seem to be intact. So there might be something in there. This is normally where the captain's quarters would be. Across the hall from it, you look in and see a... what is that room supposed to be? I think that is... what is that room supposed to be? I don't think it's a galley. Doesn't look like a galley. It's crew's quarters. I don't know. It's something. It's a wreck. The majority of the chambers, including the galley crew's quarters, a pair of cargo holds, and an engineering bay, are open to the vacuum of space. Their furnishing contents float in zero gravity and show heavy signs of damage. Nothing of value remains within these rooms. So there's that.
Type that key card.
Erebus returns with the key card. I believe it was Erebus.
Yeah, I took the key card.
You examine this one room which remains undisturbed in the chaos of the Eternal Melodies corridors. It appears to be the captain's quarters, sealed with a good lock, which you can open with an engineering check or find the key card on the captain's body on the bridge. Through several attempts and trying to time it just right with the electricity surges, you manage to get the door unlocked with the car key. And you open the door. Let me open the door for you just so you get a feel of the fact that there's not much going on here. Though some of the furnishings have shifted about due to the ship's lack of gravity, the inside of the captain's quarters remains relatively undisturbed. You note a small shrine to Hylax fills one corner of the room. I would say it's probably this thing here. This thing here. And surrounded by a cloud of ash that appears to have once been sticks of incense. There is also a desk and a bed. You note a suit of advanced Iridishell armor hanging on an armor rack on the wall. It says in the closet, but there isn't a closet in the map. So
advanced Iridishell, eh?
Yeah, I believe that's heavy armor and from level 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think Tari, you got next on the heavy armor.
I believe so. Yeah, you had the what? Which one? Which did you say this one is? Third shell.
This is hold on. Advanced British shell is.
The British shell advanced is item level 9.
Jeez.
EAC plus 13, KAC plus 15, max dex plus 3. No check penalty, no speed adjustment. Bulk 2, upgrade slots 3.
Oh my gosh.
That is some gorgeous armor, huh?
Yes.
It's just haunted, though.
The shit's haunted there. Yeah, you're haunted by the captains. No, it's not haunted. As far as you can tell.
Dun dun dun.
Inside the desk drawer, you find a cred stick, which has a readout of 2,500.
Nice.
A data pad floats a few inches from the surface of the captain's desk. It appears to be secured with a password, but any person worth their salt can hack this password in a couple of quick rolls.
Well, I'm in salt
Erebus
water, so
easily identifies a password. You note a key phrase on the shrine to Hylex and try that and easily unlock the data pad. You note that it contains a ship's manifest, which conveys that the ship was full of religious pilgrims, almost all Shirin, traveling from the Pact Worlds in search of the Forever Reliquary. The manifest consists of a full list of passengers and crew and notes that the ship was traveling with 2 others, the Endless Harmony and the Unending Song. In addition, the date of the outset of the journey is only a few months ago. While the data pad doesn't contain up-to-date coordinates of the prodigal stone, you can make a culture or engineering check to conclude further information. Yeah, you're pretty sure that the ship's main computer would probably have up-to-date coordinates, and it could probably be accessed from the bridge. If the bridge were not fully damaged. Fortunately, Adjutant has already collected all of the data modules, and once you are safely back on your ship, you should be able to access those with ease. Or at least with a few computers checks.
Does this list just have a passenger manifest, or does it have an item manifest as well?
They were not carrying any supplies other than what they needed for the journey to and from.
Damn, useless bastards.
So they were pilgrims. They didn't need much. So there was not much to bring. Sadly, the most significant thing you're collecting here is data. The next thing was that suit of armor.
All right, let's get off this creepy death boat.
You easily return the recovered data modules to your ship once removed and are able to hook them up to your ship's power. But before you hook them up to the ship's power, you may want to leave the nebula.
Yeah, may have a shocking experience.
After exploring the wreckage of the Eternal Melody, you return to your ship with no problems. But you must still navigate from the nebula to continue your journey. Fortunately, the nebula is less electrically active, and the ship must only attempt one piloting check to escape the nebula unharmed. Piloting check to escape the nebula. And Erebus narrowly avoids damage as you escape the nebula. As you emerge from the ionized nebula, you are set upon by some strange creature. And it looks like... I got a picture of this thing somewhere, I'm sure.
Hey, it's probably the thing that killed them.
Yeah. Let me throw this up real quick. This giant green glowy thing comes at your ship. And basically attacks you.
Oh no.
Guys, we just have to become the mitochondriac and we win.
Aim for the mitochondria.
All right, so what we got here, this bright orange glowy mass over here just above your ship is the nebula that you just pulled out of. And this green thing started alarming your sensors. It's up here in the corner. And this is hopefully a quick starship combat. So I've got your ship here. I've got your mitochondria here. And we will do engineering phase. What do you guys? Someone yell at Jankser to do something. What do you want?
Give us a weapons boost.
Do something, Janksers.
Jankser says, "All right, I'll divert power to the weapons."
So,
there you go.
It looks like we have most of the weapons on the forward.
Well, you've got 2 weapons on forward, 1 on starboard, 1 on port. So your call on that one. And Jankser boosts the weapons. You hear a surge of power, and I assume you're all in the same roles you were before.
Yeah.
Okay. We enter the helm phase. Magic officer and science officer. You guys want to do anything?
I'm gonna give it a good scan. I don't know what kind of weapons this thing has.
Give it the scan. Good old scan.
Big money, blah, bad money.
Oh, you didn't use the link thing, so I'm not sure what the DC is. I'll have to figure it out.
Oh.
Because that's one of the really great things about my starship.
You can do another one and then just use that 20.
And just use that roll. Yeah, I could. Where was Starship Combat at? Here we go. Plus, I think it tells me.
Was there a computer bonus?
There is no computer bonus. Your ship doesn't have a high enough computer.
And am I using the sensors?
Yes, for this you would be using the sensors, and your ship does have good sensors, so you'll get that bonus.
It's asking
too.
for the modifier value.
Yeah, you don't have any random modifiers, so 0.
So use action, balance, scan.
There we go. So we'll add 2 to your roll we'll add 4 to your roll to make it 24. Because the sensors give you 4. So 24 versus a 15 gives you basic information. It is a living starship. Size, classification. It is. I need the other archive. Page 210. 120. Oh, I should just have the information on it, I think. It is a huge living starship. With speed 8, maneuverability clumsy. Its defenses are 19 AC and target lock. It has full hit points currently of 180. And its shields, it is radiating shields of 90. With 24 in the front and 22 in all other quadrants.
How fast is it?
And 8.
Can we go faster in it?
Probably. I think you guys.
You said its maneuverability is really bad?
It's clumsy maneuverability. It also has a core PCU value of.
And outmaneuver it, so that's good.
Its core is valued at 250 PCU. And you don't gain any weapon information. You didn't roll high enough.
We should just outrun it.
We move at the same speed as it.
Oh, yeah,
unless you boost your engines, which you didn't do this turn. Magic officer, you want to do anything?
Boost the engines.
Magic officer can't do that.
No.
At least stay away from it long enough until we know more about its weapons.
Where does this talk about the magic officer items? Or magic officer stuff? That was in Starship Operations, right? I haven't cracked this book open too much. It's still creaking. I'm not going to mess with that book. I'm going to look online. Rules. Starship Operation Manual. Where's it at? Station 11. Boarding. Am I in the wrong book?
Mm-hmm.
Was it in Character Operations Manual? Is that where they introduced the new? That's where they introduced the new stuff, wasn't it? It was in Character Operations Manual. Magic Officer Actions.
Yeah, it was Character Operations Manual.
Eldritch Shot, Precognition, which were both engineering phase. Scrying was engineering phase. Okay, so all your stuff's in the engineering phase, but we haven't really done anything with the helm phase, so if there's something here you wanted to do, I'm pretty sure they're all included in the Starship sheet.
Okay, I just wanted to do the precognition probably.
All right. Gives the pilot a better check for initiative.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's what the thing is going to tell you.
Indeed. I figure out where it is. Magic action. Second character. I need to get my character here.
Yeah, if you notice, Momo moved his up to the top where he could see it easier. You can put it anywhere on the map if you want. Preferably not in the way, but...
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so now we try again. Reaction, character, one starship, other starship.
There you go. You succeed. And helm phase, Erebus, roll for initiative. Roll
Nice.
high.
No.
You go first.
So, what was the consensus? Are we just trying to run from it? Are we going to fight it?
We're gonna need loot out of this thing. Yeah, let's try to get away.
That's the case. I guess I'll just keep going straight.
Not a bad idea. Would you like to take any actions along the way?
Can we yell at him? Like, ha ha.
I mean, I meant like piloting actions, like you can evade even though you're just driving straight.
I will evade.
Eat my space dust.
All right, you successfully evade, adding 2 to your armor class and target lock. It moves to approach you. And you are now at a range of 11 hexes. It is in your aft, so you can't shoot it. And it launches an attack on you. it fires its heavy cytoplasm launcher. Attack 17. You can actually put that card, you can take the card instead of just deleting it, and then you'll be able to see it in your hand.
That was the wrong card.
Okay, that's fine. 17 is not going to hit your armor class or target lock at this point. I think these things actually have a speed of 14, so it would have reached you, and it misses. Engineering phase, what do you guys want to do?
Boost the engine, right? Don't we?
It did a action to... I probably shouldn't show you guys what its engineering action is. But anyway, it succeeded at boosting its engine. So you probably want to boost your engines too. You guys have pretty much said you want to outrun this thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you boost your engines as well. So same thing. Let's see. So Tari, anything from the magic officer in this round?
Yes, precog again.
Precog again. Roll it.
I mean,
Nice.
All right, very well. +2 to your piloting check, Erebus. Helm phase.
We have the captain and courage.
No, the captain's sick in quarters.
Scanning.
22.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about the thing again.
Yeah, you didn't. That's so that's +4 is 26. You
Only
gain
2
it.
better than a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you've already seen its highest PCU weapon, which is the that cytoplasm cannon that it seems to be able to just push cyto. It let me describe it for you. What it says here. It's pretty gruesome what it does. So the strands focus the protozoa's biological energy, erecting shields and discharging particle beams. Let's see. You know this cytoplasm. Give me a life science check, Adjutant.
Hey.
You know that if defeated, you could salvage cytoplasm from this creature to create a cytoplasm weapon for your starship if you wanted to. You know,
That's
random
awesome.
knowledge. If you weren't just going to run away from it.
I'll inform everybody else, but otherwise, I think we're still going.
Alrighty.
Did I get anything else with the scan?
No.
Yeah.
You were only one. You met the next 5 to get the first weapon. And that takes us to the helm phase. Erebus, initiative checks. Ooh, I only got a 22 this time.
Did I get the +2 bonus?
Yep.
You do get a +2, yes.
Oh, just barely.
I rolled a 3. God damn it.
Oh, you guys have the same.
Rolls.
Very.
Yep. All right. Yep. So you manage it. It moves up. I don't know. Do we have enough? Oh, we have enough space for. Let's. So you're. It's going to chase after you. It's basically going to move full speed after you, which in this case is 10 hexes because it has a boost. And you're going to move 10 hexes, right? Or do you plan on doing something else? Here's I'll actually do its maneuver because that's going to be the best way to do this. 3 hexes, it turns, goes 3 hexes, turns, goes that many hexes. So it's right there on you.
Okay. So if I attempt to full power.
All right.
Does that include the speed we already get? So we'd go 15 hexes?
What did full power say again? I don't remember.
Move up to 1.5 times your starship speed.
Your current starship speed is 10, so yes, you can move to 15.
Ooh.
If you succeed. It's in the pilot actions, so go ahead and roll it up from there. Don't forget to add your +2. Oh no, that +2 was just for it's an automatic success thing, is it? Is it? I guess
it shouldn't be.
I believe.
Unless rules change that I don't know about.
Let me see. Tactical rules, starship rules. What does it say here? It's not a stunt, it is just an action, crew action, engineer, pilot, gunner, science, pilot actions. Full power, you have 6 ranks in pilot, you spend a resolve point, and you can move your ship up to 1.5 times its speed. So it's not a roll, it just costs you a resolve point.
Oh.
So there's the cost. Which is, in this situation, is fairly cheap.
Yep.
But you can't evade or do a stunt or anything like that, so. You push it, and I think if you just want to go straight, yeah, you're like off the map almost.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna zoom out here so I can get a accurate. You are 17 hexes away. You guys don't have any aft guns. It fires its turret again because it's trying to catch you and it wants to damage you so that it can catch you. It turns out this thing likes to eat starships.
Oh.
So you are not out. It has a medium range, so you are outside its medium range. And it gets a 22. Does that succeed?
Yes.
All right. Because you did not evade, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to throw a missile token up here. Did it drop it on there? Where's it at? Did it not drop my missile token on the board?
I don't see it.
I don't either.
You outrun the torpedo?
I put it on the map layer. Is this thing on the map layer? Map layer.
We could
It's not on the map layer.
totally outrun this.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could just push it and outrun it, and that's where we're getting to real quick. I just gonna do this last missile because I guess if you, I don't really need. Why isn't it putting the token on the map?
It's because it just doesn't like you because it's a single cell organism.
Yeah. I don't like that. That's not awesome.
Well, not all protozoa are single cell.
Oh, this is a stellar protozoa.
Exactly.
Anyway, so it shoots at you. Engineering phase. You're gonna have Jankser speed boost again.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up, Jankser. We need that fuel.
I'm giving it
Jankser succeeds. So you can go 15 again. The most it can do is 10. How many resolve points do you have, Erebus?
I have a total of 8, currently 7.
All right. You guys basically just outrun this thing because you can and you don't want to deal with it. And that's perfectly acceptable. That's one way to deal with space combat is to run away.
Bravely ran away. See,
it shouldn't follow us that far. It's not
so much faster that way.
I mean, quite honestly, you saw what it did to the Eternal Melody, and the fact that the other 2 ships that were supposed to be with the Eternal Melody weren't there, you could only assume that this creature consumed them. And you didn't want that. I'm sure you didn't want that.
No, we're
not usually.
So you blast off into space, and you get far enough away that it ceases pursuit after shooting a number of missiles at you, a number of its cytoplasm launches, and it seems to run out of juice to shoot those things. FYI, it has limit fire 5, so it can only shoot 5 of those, and then it's done. So it flies away, and that allows you to resume your journey to the Prodigal Stone and the Forever Reliquary, hopefully using the vital information discovered on Eternal Melody's logs. And we'll figure out if you get those next time.
We bravely ran away. We bravely ran away.
They bravely ran away, but they survived.
Yes.
And we survived to fight another day.
All right. Yeah, because honestly, that protozoa is, I mean, there's not a whole lot for you there. Possible ship weapon. That's really the only advantage. I mean, you get the experience whether you actually fight it or flee from it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's appropriately dealt with.
And the fact that we're not actually using our own ship, and we're just kind of using whatever's given to us.
Well, you were given the option to use an upgraded version of your previous ship. But who really wants to do that? It's, I mean, you're in an armed service.
Yep.
Upgrading to a new ship each time. That's why the service has these ships. Excuse me.
They have them in, like, you know, the shipyard. We just grab
That's
one.
what the armory's for, right?
We don't just soup up our Humvee, okay? We just grab one from the motor pool and call it good.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. All right. I hope you guys had fun tonight.
Absolutely.
I know, Mike, it was 2 Starship Combats. And I know how you feel about those. I hope you had fun with the asteroid field. I thought that was a clever use of Starship Combat.
Indeed.
Personally. I don't
hate on it too much.
Yeah. Awesome. I had a good time running it. It's a shame that Scrove couldn't be here, but I hope he feels better soon.
Yeah.
There we go. Guess we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right,
2 weeks. What is 2 weeks? 2 weeks is, I want to make sure it's not like something special going on in December.
12th of December?
The 12th of December. Ooh, I'll be a year older then.
Yep. Cyberpunk 2077 will be out by then, hopefully.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I don't go to the movies.
The 9th or the 10th?
December 10th is what it's been pushed back to now.
Who?
No, that's my birthday, December 10th.
What got pushed back?
Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah. I figured it needed to push back next year.
That would be a cool birthday present. Speaking of other cool presents, I won a 3D printer a couple of weeks ago.
Hey.
I haven't seen too much about that, but it's cool. I'm getting a second 3D printer for Christmas.
Nice.
Maybe Christmas, maybe New Year. It's coming from China, so who knows?
China.
But it's free, so who can complain, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
True.
You can print twice as much stuff now.
Exactly. What did I use? What text did I use for your guys' text? It's on this layer. It's on the map layer. Candle. Okay. So let's do new text. Here, candle 22, but we're going to do it in black.
I'm going to jet because I got to pee.
Good night. Right. Talk to you later.
See y'all later.
Later. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.